This is 5 on your side at 5. Focused on you.
The newest St. Louis police officers are about to receive their badges. 9 candidates are graduating in the midst of a staffing shortage. Tonight, we hear from the union spokesperson about the need for new officers to boost morale. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Kelly Jackson.
And I'm Mike Bush. Those new officers will be sworn in just a few hours. Our Justina Coronel joins us live from St. Louis University High School, where that graduation is happening tonight. Justina.
Well, that ceremony will begin at 7 here. Now, this class just wrapped a very rigorous 32 weeks in the academy. Now, this is very exciting and much needed news for Joe Steiger. Now, he is the union's business manager. The St. Louis Police Officers Association includes a majority of the commission officers, and Steiger sat down with us earlier today ahead of tonight's ceremony. He said right now they're probably short 350 officers. He's optimistic to hear that 124 new applicants have signed up to be a St. Louis police officer within the last 2 months. While there are 9 new members coming in, he said that's barely 2 a district. He tells me morale has been fairly low, but it's bumped up a bit within the last year due to the pay increase, which helped with retention.
I can tell you when they come in here on the meeting days, the officers who are working on the street every day, the morale is not high. They're still feeling it. They're stressed out. They're overworked. They're asking for help. That's a constant occurrence here. Enticing people to stay, and once you get them here, hopefully you can improve things and make morale better and get some more bodies on the street.
Now, we reached out to the police department about morale. They said morale is an important issue to leadership, and it's something they're working on each and every single day. Reporting live, Justina Cornell, 5 on your side.
Now to some developing news out of the city of Manchester. The police chief is on administrative leave. Scott Will was placed on leave yesterday. The city tells us it's part of an ongoing independent investigation, but didn't say what it was. The city tells us releasing any details about the investigation could jeopardize the investigation. The deputy police chief also resigned from his position just the day before. Lieutenant Ed Skaggs is now acting police chief.
Today, the Liberty Fire Department in Kansas City area is mourning the loss of one of their firefighters. 52-year-old Steve Sandeman died this past Sunday after a 5-week battle with pancreatic cancer. He was a St. Louis native and St. John Vianney High School grad. His death is recognized as a line of duty death because his cancer diagnosis was linked to his job. A funeral service for Sandeman will be on Saturday.
Tonight, a young woman is okay thanks to first responders who rescued her from her car during flash flooding in Wildwood. 5 on your side's Paula Vassan talked with one of the heroes who helped make that rescue.
This is what first responders saw when they rescued a 19-year-old woman trapped in her car Tuesday afternoon on Highway 109. Thankfully, she survived without any injuries. But emergency responders say the rescue is a warning to all drivers amid heavy rain and flooding. The rescue came just a day after Boone County Assistant Fire Chief Matthew Tobin died while rescuing people from floodwaters in Columbia. It was on Scott Barthelmess's mind when he helped make the rescue earlier this week.
The water was rushing very quickly. We know that, it takes as little as 6 inches of water to really move a car. These are very dangerous operations for us. Hugely dangerous operations.
You can still see the car. This is right where that woman hydroplaned and then got trapped. Experts expect only more flooding in the coming years. Their message to drivers: if you can't see the road, don't drive through it. In Wildwood, Paula Vassan, 5 on your side.
Mississippi river levels are higher than normal tonight. This is what it looks like in Alton. This morning, mayors of cities along the river met with federal agencies about the flooding. Experts say river levels should drop in the next week, with us moving into a drier season. Any additional rain will not help those river levels. Do we have any isolated showers and storms on the radar? Let's check in with meteorologist Jim Castillo. Hey, Jim.
Hi, Kelly. Yes, they're all over the place. Again, the rivers are high in the Missouri and the Mississippi, running from moderate to minor flooding, and they are starting to go down, which is great. So no widespread heavy rain, but there's some heavy downpours out there. And we'll zoom in first right along 64, O'Fallon, Illinois, right through Trenton and then into Germantown and then right near Lake. So all of these are showers and thunderstorms below severe limits, but very heavy rain and some lightning showing up all the way down into near just west of Sparta. So a downpour this evening can't be ruled out. Most of us are dry, but then East Fork right there in Montgomery County in Illinois getting some heavy downpours. And look at this one right here through Pacific, Missouri, right up 44 and headed to northern portions of Jefferson County near High Ridge. So heads up there, you could get a quick downpour. And in reality, these will go away as the sun sets, but we have more chances for rain and then heat for the weekend. I'll have much more in our forecast coming up.
Metrolink riders will now see a new public safety center at East St. Louis. Just hours ago, a ribbon cutting took place to celebrate the opening of the multi-million-dollar building. The goal is to improve security and public safety on Metrolink. The addition, the Emerson Park Transit Center, will house the St. Clair County Sheriff's Department and other public safety partners. Officials say it'll help with communication between Metro Transit and police.
It may be time to play ball again soon at the Kirkwood Athletic Association fields, a major change of plans from the City Council that already approved a full demolition. 5 on your side's Andy Crawl was in Kirkwood all day talking to council members and the grassroots group swinging for the fences to take over.
This is just some of the vandalism that's hard to miss here at the Kirkwood ball field, but now it's a story of rehabilitation instead of demolition. In early June, plans were approved to demolish the Kirkwood Athletic Association fields off Marshall Road, approving a bid with Tubbs & Son Construction for $98,000. After the KAA had several years of hardship, the property was turned over to the city in February of 2023. But once 5 Kirkwood residents heard about the approved demolition, they asked City Council to pause the plan. They listened, allowing the still unnamed Kirkwood citizen group to come up with funding through community donations for rehabilitation that could cost tens of thousands or even 6 figures. Council members saying the 8-field cleanup is much needed since the area has had criminal issues in the past.
They break in and they've stolen anything that isn't tied down and then some. So copper wires, the copper plumbing.
There are likely going to be a lot of changes here over the next 30 days. That's what local politicians and organizers are telling me. They're trying to work very hard to bring baseball and softball back to these fields. Reporting in Kirkwood, Annie Crawl, 5 on your side.
Growing pressure for President Biden as he prepares to speak at a news conference tonight. What Democrats are saying.
The pressure to perform. An Olympic swimmer shares how she's keeping her head above water ahead of Paris.